Hey guys, Abner Miranda here. Today I wanted to share something with you that I learned rather painfully at a rifle class a couple of months ago. Basically, I got this rifle out. I just built it and I was all excited, woohoo! And I got it out to the class, and this optic, which had been sitting in my parts bin for, I don't know, 8 months, something like that. And this is the MRDS by Insight Technologies. The red dot started dimming on me dramatically. Came back from the class thinking there was something wrong with this optic. I've got 4 of these, I think. I took all 4 of these, changed all the batteries to make sure that that wasn't the issue, and then I stuck them all out in the sun because it was a very hot Alabama day when I was shooting, and I figured, I thought there might be a thermal issue, so I actually stuck all these in sandwich bags that were blown up with air, and I wanted the greenhouse effect. And I stuck them all against the side of the house, against the vinyl siding, so that the sun's rays would be vectoring off the vinyl and creating a very hot environment. And I knew that I was going to exceed the temperature range, which, if I remember correctly, is 130, I think it is, Fahrenheit for this optic. Left them sitting out there for about 10 minutes. They got plenty hot. Every last one of them was bright. So clearly it wasn't heat, it was battery. And I tag all of my batteries with a Sharpie marker along the rim with a fine Sharpie marker, and I just give it 3 digits, the month and the year, and that's it. And I pop them in. When I pulled all the batteries out of these prior to doing the test, I found that every single battery was at least right at a year, if not slightly over a year. Now, I know that some of you are thinking, well, I shoot a Micro T1 from Aimpoint, so, you know, whatever, the battery life is 5 years on that thing. Really? Let's have a look at that. All right, right there. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Let's read it together. Battery life. Over 5 years of continuous day and night use at position 8 of 12, and over 10 months at position 10 of 12. Okay, now here is what you guys need to understand. The reason that it's 5 years is they've given it to you on nominal settings. Setting 8 is what I call the trade show setting. You're inside of a trade show venue with, with relatively bright lighting, but it's not the sun. Take position 8 out onto the range in sunlight. Unless you're shooting at a dark target, you're not going to see position 8 very well. And that's in daylight. Well, some of you are thinking, well, that's okay because I operate in darkness. I'm a ninja. Okay, well, cool. Well, tell you what, take your little ninja self into darkness at position 8 with your Aimpoint, with your Micro T1, H1, H2. H1, T1, T2, whatever. Position 8 and turn on your weapon light. The second you turn on your weapon light, you're going to be hard pressed to find that dot at position 8. Now, remember what it said. Over 5 years of continuous day and night use at position 8 of 12, and over what? 10 months at position 10 of 12. So we just lost over 4 years by going from position 8 to position 10, and guess what? Position 10, somewhere between 9 and 10, and actually somewhere around 10 and 11 really, is where you need to be for broad daylight use. Guys, understand, fact, I've been through over 40 classes. I have 3 Aimpoint Micro T1s. I love them. They are all bulletproof, but the batteries are going to leave you hanging if you're taking your optic in and out of hot and cold, light and dark, where you're dialing up, dialing down, dialing up, dialing down. So what I would honestly say to you is 6 months. The MRDS here has a battery life in photodiode mode of 1 year, and that is a whole lot of poop because I've never actually gotten a full year of battery life out of these optics. As painful as this is, because I'm such a cheap man, as painful as this is to do, is I have set a calendar in my phone every 6 months, and come December 1st, not December 31st, I'm going to do this December 1st. And the reason for that is, by the way, is by the time you get into December 31st, you're already in Christmas, you're doing the whole New Year's thing, you're occupied, you might not even be home. December 1st, I will religiously go across every single one of my optics, and I've got several, and they're all going to get replaced. And every time you put a battery in, tag it with a Sharpie marker, so that if you have a failure, you can figure out, was it the battery or was it the optic? And 6 months later, do it again. I mean, it really only costs you, it's like, what, $3 a battery or something like that? I mean, they're not that expensive. I mean, really, guys, what's it worth? It's your life. So anyways, as you can see, the sun is attacking my lens, so that means that it's time for me to go. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out and practice. Have a good one.